Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sunday School. My name is Miss Chelsea and this video is for ages 3 to 5. If you're participating in our activities today, you'll need a few things. You'll need the worksheet Celebrate Wonder Belonging journal page. And you'll need the worksheet Mephibosheth You Belong placemat. In addition, you'll need some things to color with. You'll need a pair of scissors. And you'll need some glue or tape. All right, that is it for today. So grab those things and we'll be right back. All right, today we have a Bible story that comes from the book of 2 Samuel, which is in the Old Testament of the Bible. This book, or this story, is called David and Mephibosheth. It's kind of a fun name, Mephibosheth. David and Mephibosheth. 2 Samuel 9, 1 through 13. King David was thinking about his best friend Jonathan, who had died. King David asked one of his helpers, "Is there anyone in Jonathan's family who I can care for?" David's helper said, "Jonathan has a son whose name is Mephibosheth." King David asked some of his helpers to find Mephibosheth. When the helpers brought Mephibosheth to King David, he said, "Don't be afraid. I want to be kind to you. Your father Jonathan and I were good friends. I would like you to eat with me at my table." King David invited Mephibosheth to eat with him always, and he gave Mephibosheth everything that had belonged to Mephibosheth's father and grandfather. All right, here's our picture. Now, which one do you think is King David? Yep, I think it's this one, the one with the crown. And then, so this is Mephibosheth, who he invited to eat at his table. Wow, look at that table. Looks like there's some good food and some good things to drink at that table. All right, thanks for following along with our story. We have a special faith word that we're talking about in this unit, and that word is belong. B-E-L-O-N-G, belong. And belong means to know you are accepted and included in God's family. Belong. How do you think Mephibosheth felt when he ate with David every night? What can you do to make sure others feel like they belong? Well, I'm sure Mephibosheth was very thankful to David that he was able to eat with him, and he felt like David really loved him, and he was part of David's friends and his family too, even. What can we do to make sure other people feel like they belong? Well, we could do something like King David. We could invite people to have a meal with us, or we can just talk and be friendly to people. We can introduce ourselves to people that don't know us already. There's a lot of different ways that we can make people feel like they belong. David invited Mephibosheth to eat with him every night. We eat with people too. By eating together, we spend time together and talk with one another. We grow closer to the people we share a meal with. Who do you usually eat dinner with? Maybe you eat with your mom and dad, or brothers or sisters. Maybe you eat with aunts and uncles or grandparents. Maybe you have some friends that you eat dinner with. We're going to work on our first worksheet, which is the You Belong placemat. And I just realized I forgot to tell you about one other thing you'll need for this, which is just a piece of construction paper or a piece of colored paper. That's one more thing you'll need for this activity. So the first thing you're going to do with this is, if you printed it out in black and white, you're going to want to color in the words that say you belong. And you could also color the back part too. Once you finish that, you're going to cut out along the solid lines. So we're cutting out this entire rectangle here with the help of someone in your family. And once you've done that, you are going to glue it to the center of your construction paper or your colored paper. We're making a placemat because it's important for us to eat together and to show people that they belong. All right, so with the help of someone in your household, you can color and cut and paste, and we'll be right back to share our placemats. All right, I wanted to share with you what mine looks like. I tried to use a really, really bright color because it's important to show people that they belong. And then I used all the fun colors to color in my words too. What does yours look like? Make sure you share your placemat with someone in your household today. All right. Jonathan's son was named Mephibosheth. Can you say Mephibosheth? Mephibosheth. Let's retell the story with actions. Repeat after me and follow my actions. Okay, so I'm going to read a little review of our story, and we're going to do some hand motions that go along with it. Okay? David and Jonathan were very best friends. They promised their friendship would never end. When Jonathan died, King David was sad. But remembering his friends helped him feel glad. So he looked and looked until he was done. Then King David found Jonathan's son. King David was kind to Jonathan's son. He wanted him to feel like he belonged. All right, nice job. Thank you for following along with that. Mephibosheth had feet that didn't work right. It was hard for him to get around. Sometimes our world isn't very good at making sure everyone can get to what they need. Maybe the cabinets are too high to reach. Maybe a person has a disability that makes it hard for the person to use stairs. How can we make sure that everyone has a way to participate? Can you think of ways that we make things easier for people who maybe have a disability? Maybe they have trouble walking like Mephibosheth, or maybe they have trouble hearing even. I know at our church we have little elevators that can take people up and down so they don't have to use stairs if it's hard for them to use stairs. And we also have the big screens in our church so that even if people have trouble hearing what's being said in the songs, they can see the lyrics. Can you think of any other ways that we can help people? Maybe you can share that with someone in your household today. All right, so we're going to get one more worksheet out, and that is our Celebrate Wonder Belonging journal page. All right, and on this journal page, I would like you to draw a picture of how you feel when you feel like you belong. How do you feel? Draw a picture of maybe what your face looks like, or how you feel when you feel like you belong somewhere. All right, and we'll be right back to share. All right, so I wanted to share with you my picture. I wrote up here, how I feel when I belong. And of course, I drew myself looking very happy, and I even drew some little sparks coming out because it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And it gives me a lot of energy too when I feel like I belong somewhere. All right, make sure you share that picture with someone in your household today. All righty. A spiritual practice is something we do to help us connect to God. This week we have talked about King David making Mephibosheth feel like he belonged. So this is going to be our spiritual practice today. Today I'd like you to look at the lines on your hands. Notice that you have some lines on your hands. Now look at the lines on somebody else's hands, maybe somebody that's helping you with Sunday school today. The lines on our hands are not the same. That is because God made us all special, and we all belong to God's family. All right, it's time to pray together, so please repeat after me. God, thank you for making all people to belong. God, thank you for making all people to belong. Amen. 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 Thank you so much for coming to Sunday school today, and we'll see you next time.